Hello everyone and welcome back. Today's video is going to be a Pilates class, doing some beginners Pilates exercises. That way you can start to feel your abs and your back, making sure that you feel aligned and strong. So let's get into it. Starting onto our mats in an all fours position, shoulder blades over your wrists and hips over your knees. We're going to gently warm up our pelvic floor, bringing your spine neutral, tucking in the pelvis forward, back to neutral, and back bend, releasing the pelvis back. And just continuing to alternate neutral, front, neutral, back. Just really exploring the difference in each of these postures, creating more mobility in the lower body, creating more strength within our pelvic floor. And then coming into a neutral position, spine flat, stretch your right leg out behind you and taking a beautiful breath. And then exhale, place your knee back onto the mat. Switching legs, inhale, left leg stretch, exhale, lower. And continuing just like that, inhale, stretching the right leg back, exhale, placing your knee onto the mat. Going at your own rhythm, at your own pace, and focusing on stretching and lengthening that leg behind you. Try to keep your lower back long, lengthened, and coordinate with your breath. Inhale, stretch, exhale, lower. Begin to add your opposite arm, right leg, left arm, and exhale, lower. Stretching out the left leg with the right arm, and exhale, down. Continuing with this beautiful coordination, strengthening your abdominals, but also strengthening the lower back. Don't focus on the height here. Just creating a long line from your fingertips all the way to your toes. While your abs are strong, keep that breath coming in from your ribs. Inhale, hold, and exhale, lower. This time we're going to focus just on the right leg. Stretch your right leg out behind you and do tiny circles with this leg. Just gentle circles to feel the mobility in your hip, to create heat in your thighs, and then slowly switching the direction. You can do up to 6 to 8 circles, slow and controlled. And then just holding the right leg here, we're going to stretch our left arm out in front of us and hold this beautiful line. Breathing deeply into the ribs, and exhale, release the knee, release the hand. Taking all of this to the left side, stretch your left leg back behind you and begin your leg circles in one direction. Just small circles, enough to feel the glutes working. Try to stretch your knee as much as you can, and after 6 or 8 circles, start going in the opposite direction. The key here is to hold your abs so that nothing is moving, just your left leg. And then you can stretch out your right arm in front of you and just hold. Take 3 to 4 deep breaths into your rib cage and out through your mouth. And on this exhale, just lower your hand, lower your knees, and sit back into a beautiful child's pose. Releasing the head onto the mat, your arms stretched out in front of you. Just breathing deeply here. And then slowly roll yourself up to seated, placing both hands on each side of your rib cage. Breathe into your hands and exhale from the mouth. Close your eyes here and embrace your breath. Inhale and exhale out from the mouth. Pilates is all about control, using the strength within. And then placing our hands clasped together, just roll your wrists in both directions. Stretch your fingers out And then come back, rolling one more time. This time stretching the fingertips up, elongating the spine up to the sky, and then release. Coming seated onto the mat, we're going to work on our abs now. Place your feet in front of you, knees bent, and just inhale, rise your arms up to the sky. Reach yourself forward, curving the spine, and roll back. Make sure your shoulder blades are down, and before hitting the mat, come back up. Inhale, rising the arms up, forward fold, and exhale, rolling down to about halfway. And just doing this several times, warming up the body and exploring the mobility of our spine. Rolling down, exhale. Inhale, rise up, feeling every vertebrae as you exhale and controlling the roll down. We're going to stay halfway here, making sure the shoulder blades are down, and just lifting our right knee in towards the chest and placing the foot down. Left knee up and down. Exhale as you lift the knee. Inhale, lower. Exhale, alternating the leg, and inhale, lower. This time, exhale, lift your right knee up and straighten your leg, re-bending the right knee and placing down the foot. So exhale, lift your left knee. Inhale, stretch your left leg. Exhale, lifting and lower. And as we repeat each side, we start to feel our lower abs a little bit more now. Keeping the breath. Exhale, lift. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, lift and lower. This time, inhale, lift both arms up to the sky, feet planted firmly on the floor. And we're going to roll down all the way onto our mats now. Beautiful. Let both of your knees come into your chest and just do a nice circle with both knees together in one direction and then in the other. Plant your feet onto the mat, your feet close to your hips, but your knees hip length apart. And just as we did on our all fours position, start to move that pelvic floor forward, neutral, back, and neutral. Really stabilizing this pelvic floor. When you are in a neutral spine, you can feel that your belly is flat, that all of your bones are aligned. And we just continue going backwards, back bend, neutral, exhale, pushing the pelvic floor forward. When you feel that you've had enough, bring both knees into a chair position, 90-degree angle, and your hands under your bum. We're going to start to alternate, placing the right toes on the mat, coming back up to chair, left toes on the mat, and back up to chair. As you inhale, you place your toes, and as you exhale, chair. Inhale and exhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. We're going to add something here, hands behind the head. This time, inhale, place the toes, exhale, lifting up into a crunch. Just continuing this movement several times. Inhale through the nose, exhale, crunch. Really working our lower abs as well as our upper abs here. Finding that control, and then release. Release your legs, release your lower body. Feel free to do a circle. And then coming back, we're going to add a little bit more. This time, inhale, stretching the right leg, and exhale, chair. Going over to the left side, inhale, and exhale from the mouth. Pilates is not about rushing. Take your time to feel the full capacity of your muscles, of your movement. Inhale, stretch, never allowing that bottom part of your back to move, engaging your abs. And just continue to alternate. You don't need to touch the floor, you don't need to lower, as long as your lower back stays on the mat, pushing against your hands. We can add the same movement with the crunch. Inhale, stretching that right leg. Exhale, lifting up the head into a crunch. Try to keep your shoulders down as you lift the shoulder blades and supporting the neck always. Inhale through the nose, stretch. Exhale from the mouth. Now we're really going to start to feel this burn. but we keep the rhythm nice and controlled. One more time, each leg, really feel your abdominals here, and then release with a beautiful hug, knees in towards the chest, head on the mat. Give yourself a nice massage. We're going to move our knees, separating them and bringing them together in nice hip circles. And then placing our feet back onto the mat. Keep your knees hip distance apart, feet planted firmly on the ground. Inhale, we're going to lift the hips up, reaching the arms up to the sky. And then exhale, lowering vertebrae by vertebrae. And just doing gentle hip lifts here. Inhale, rising up, squeezing the glutes at the top, and exhale, lower. Keeping this breathing, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Really feel that strength in your back, but also in your glute muscles, in your hamstrings. And this time going a bit higher, bring your hands all the way over your head onto the floor and just hold here. As our abs are held tight, we can breathe from our rib cage. Breathing in. And when you're ready, exhale, lower as slowly as you can. Keep your arms over your head. Stretch your legs out. And when you're ready, we're going to place both hands onto our rib cage again. And just allow this Pilates breath to fill us with so much energy and life. Inhaling into our hands, into our ribs, and exhale. Let all of the air go from your mouth. Allow your body to recuperate. Allow your mind to empty. Enjoy a moment of stillness after this amazing hard work. You are strong. And slowly just bring your knees back into your chest. We're going to roll ourselves up towards our mats, rolling like a ball. Don't touch your feet onto the ground. Inhale back, exhale forward. Just a couple times here. And then we're going to hold in a nice boat pose. Knees at a 90-degree angle. Either hold behind your hamstrings or just stretch your arms out in front of you and breathe. And then exhale, lower. Coming back to a seated position. Inhale, raise your arms up to the sky. And exhale into prayer. And thank yourself for your strength and practice.